Hey everybody, it's Rory from A&S Gear. We're going to look at a loader from Pinokio today. This is the Pinokio Speed. If you've been familiar with the Pinokio loaders from the past, they had an interchangeable nose cone on them, which would extend or increase the amount of paint that they could carry up to about 400 balls. The Speed, not necessarily using that feature for increased capacity. What they're using it for now is ease of cleaning. So you can still remove the nose cap off the front, but now it's for cleaning rather than adding paint to it. So it makes it easy to get into and clean it up. They don't use a disassemble system where you can separate the whole loader apart without any tools or anything. There's still screws in the side that hold it together. But by letting the nose cone come off and letting you get in and clean it, you don't necessarily need to take the loader apart to get inside of it anymore. So it's kind of a different way of having a way to clean it without having to unscrew it, kind of a thing. Because most of the loaders today are fully disassemblable without any kind of tool. So they're trying to keep up with that fad, I guess. Standard snap lid, it's compatible with just the universal speed feed lids from Exalt or from anybody who's making them. Back cap right here, you're going to slide that off. It really just comes off easy. You've got two little slots where you can put your thumb into, and you just slide it right out. Takes two 9-volt batteries on the back there. Cool thing about these batteries, or the slots for them, is when you drop the battery down in and you push it down, it actually locks down inside of there. So your battery can't slide out. Even if your door was to slip off while you were playing, your batteries would still stay in position and you would not lose them, and you could continue to play. So we drop both our batteries in there. One button push turns it on, one button push turns it off. So simple operation, ease of use right there. You're not monkeying around with settings or different buttons or anything like that. You're just turning it on, turning it off. Very simple. I'll get a look on the inside here. Let me take the nose cone off. And you can see down inside there, you can see the paddle inside there. It's got a soft, flexible paddle on it where it'll actually roll over the top of the ball rather than crush it. So you can shoot super brittle paint through this and have no problems. I was actually very surprised at how fast this loader is. Typically I base fast of a loader as if it seems like it's as fast as the original rotor. The rotors were crazy fast loaders. They worked really well. And I kind of use that as a benchmark. This looks as fast as a rotor, and it's a much simpler design than the rotor is. The way that the sensor works on the inside here, there is a little flap right inside the raceway where the ball's going to drop down. When the ball rolls over that flap, it bends it down. And when it returns to its upright position, or it comes back to its original position, it tells the loader that it needs to turn. So the eye system, if you want to call it that, is hardwired into the loader. So there's no beam, there's no anything. There is just a sensor, a mechanical sensor, not an optical sensor or anything, that the ball rolls over every single time and it tells the loader to spin. So it's kind of like a way to make sure that the loader is always functioning, because you've got something that the paint is actually pushing against, causing the loader to spin. So let's load some paint into it, and you guys can see how fast it goes. So I've got lock lid of paint here, so Redemption. Load that all the way up in there and close it. And let's see if you guys if I can angle this in the right way here. Oh, maybe if I turned it on, that'd be helpful. That usually makes things work better when you turn them on. Get this other paint back in here. All right, here we go. I mean, that's pretty fast. For a loader, a couple balls still in there, pretty crazy fast. Now, the second kind of determining factor of how a loader works is, does it feed Reball? Let's see. I've got a whole pot of Reball. Here we go. It's probably one of the best feeding Reball loaders that I've ever seen. It didn't skip at all. It was fast with the Reball, which is not something you typically see. Usually you'll see a loader kind of jam up with it or whatever, or it can feed it, but it feeds it slowly. That thing ripped through Reball, not a single problem in there. So you can see that the loader functions fine. It's fast, shoots both types of paint or both types of projectile, Reball and standard paint, with no problems at all. So definitely check this loader out. Kind of flies under the radar. Not a lot of people shoot it or look at it, but it's definitely one to consider. It's the Pinokio Speed, available through the website. Order yours now through ansgear.com.